The recent announcement by Prime Minister Phillip J. Pierre regarding the police wage increase has sparked controversy within the police force. The president of the Police Welfare Association has gone public, strongly condemning the decision, calling it an imposition and a sign of gross disrespect towards the ongoing negotiation process. Minister for the Public Service, Labour and Gender Affairs, Honourable Dr. Virginia Albert-Poyotte, responded by suggesting that the PWA's public criticism was premature given the negotiations were still in progress.
The matter is under discussion. It is unfortunate that the police went public on the negotiations before it's completed, because there are many things the government could have said about negotiations. There are many things that I, as minister with responsibility for labor and the public service, could have said. But we respect the negotiation process, and unless there is deadlock between two parties where they cannot move forward from where they are, you do not go public with the matter, because they are in dialogue, they are in negotiations.
In his public criticism, the president of the Police Welfare Association stressed that the PWA had not yet completed talks on fringe benefits, which should have been resolved before any discussions on pay increases. Honourable Albert-Poyotte responded by underscoring the importance of adhering to the negotiation process, which involves dialogue between both parties.
I think the police have made an out on the matter by going public on what the issues are, because government too could go public and say what the issues are. But we respect the negotiating process. We allow the government negotiating team to engage the police, and when they have reached a point where they cannot move from where they are, then the matter goes for mediation, and we can see how we can move it from there. But unless it is a deadlock, we do not discuss that in public.
Honourable Albert-Poyotte also highlighted the role of the government negotiating team, emphasizing that talks are still in progress as the government awaits an update from the GNT.
The government negotiating team is the one that has to let government know when there is a deadlock in the negotiations. And as far as I'm concerned, from what I have heard, they have not reached a deadlock. So there is still dialogue between the government negotiating team and the other unions that are negotiating. There are issues the police have. They have gone public with it. I don't want to repeat what they have said. I would prefer to take my guidance from the negotiating team and the Prime Minister, who is the one who has to release money. He knows how much he can release, and I do not want to make any pronouncement out of turn. But I'm saying I respect the negotiating process, and we are waiting the government negotiating team to inform the government that we cannot move forward because there is a deadlock, whether it's between police and National Workers Union, and therefore government has to take it from there.
The dispute over the proposed pay increase for police officers highlights the tension between government initiatives and labour negotiations. As discussions continue, the government and the PWA will need to find common ground to ensure that all parties are satisfied with the outcome. For Choice News Now, I am Daryl Lionel.